I'm going to plant my pink Chinese celery. I kind of left it, oh, there's a weed in here with it. I kind of left it out and forgot to water it. I'm just putting it in the ground right now. It's long overdue. Oh, got it. So that's why they look a little limp. It's because they need some good watering, and I was not being a good plant mama. They will perk up once they've been watered and established for a while, so they'll be okay. I just watered them, so that's why they look the way that they do. I am going to plant these celeries 1 foot apart, and I'm going to plant them right in front of also my broccoli that's along here. These broccolis will be finished soon. We just finished planting all of the celery in the back of the greenhouse, and now I'm in the front. Well, I call this part the front of the greenhouse, but in the front of the greenhouse now I'm going to plant my eggplants. It's going to be further along to the back, and then in front of the eggplants I'm going to grow some type of herb. These are Chinese string eggplants. I'm going to plant these about 18 inches apart. I started some tarragon from seed, so I am going to put this inside of the greenhouse in front of the eggplants. Tarragon is not something that I've successfully grown, and I always put it to the fact that all my tarragons that I ever had was starts that I got from the nursery. So this year I decided to start them all from seed and to grow them inside of the greenhouse. I'm also interested to really have tarragon on my chicken, my fish, even turkey, and the lots of eggs that my chickens are right now giving to us. I regularly cook with cayenne pepper, and I didn't get a chance to plant cayenne pepper seeds. And if I could start them now, but I don't want to be late and not be able to get a harvest. So I bought a few plants. This is a 2 for a 6, and there's an extra one right here that I can split. So I'll end up having 7 plants, and I'm going to put it along the back of this row as well, next to the eggplants. I didn't plant these last 3 inside of the greenhouse. I'm gonna put them in my front yard because cayenne pepper can look beautiful. So why not bring a little color into my front yard? And it's kind of good to plant things in different places, because what if these don't do good in the greenhouse and then these do good in the front yard, or vice versa? Right here I have a watermelon beefsteak. I only have one of these tomato plants. A lot is riding on this one plant. We're gonna put in our watermelon beefsteak tomato plants. I am going to twist this a little bit because it's already twisted anyway. So I'm just gonna let it lean into that twist and plant it like this. And that's it. We got our watermelon beefsteak. I also planted some mushroom basket tomato plants and pineapple tomatoes. I am right now planting yellow canary bell peppers, which I cannot wait to have this year. You will see that some of my pepper plants, I am pinching the tops off, and that's because I want my pepper plants to spread wider than growing tall and skinny. This is a good way to grow your pepper plants, well, at least for me, but I don't always clip all of them. I just wanted to do it to a few of them because I wanted to have 2 main branches. Somehow I have a beautiful volunteer pepper plant that's growing right here. I'm assuming it might be a jalapeno plant because that's where it was last year, but I'm not sure. But I'm just happy for it, and it looks beautiful, so we'll watch it grow. So in this section right here, I have carrots, but I am going to plant my peppers here anyway. My dog is just going crazy. Anyways, I'm going to plant my pepper plants in front. I'm just gonna separate these 2. Check, I have more than one pepper plant. And so I separated them, and I'm gonna interplant them with the carrots right here. So the carrots are right here, and once they're done, I will pull those out, and then I should have all the space for my pepper plant by the time it starts getting really big and it needs all of that space. We have more pepper plants that are grown by 2s. I never separated them. So I'm gonna do it now. This is a bit risky, but not really. They'll recover, they'll be okay. As long as the main roots are intact, they'll be okay. They're not like squashes, where squash plants does not like their roots to be bothered. On this side of the greenhouse, I am going to plant some jalapenos. These are called Craig's Grande jalapenos. I'm gonna grow these in the back of the greenhouse all the way down. I think I have more than enough actually to go all the way down in the side of this side of the greenhouse. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And unfortunately for me, but maybe fortunately, there's actually more than 2 seeds in here. I started these plants a little bit later. I started these in Tennessee, and I decided not to leave them and to bring them back here. So I'm gonna separate these like the usual other pepper plants, like what I did. These are easier to separate because they're younger plants. So good. I'm gonna grow these 12 inches apart, which is 1 foot. In the greenhouse, I tend to grow my plants a little bit closer, limited space, and I'm trying to get more bang for my buck, basically. Cuban oregano here. You could call it thick leaf thyme, or there's so many different names for it, but we call it Cuban oregano. For my country, we call it tiki thyme. and it smells really good. I usually just cut pieces of it and then I put it in water. I place it in water and I leave it in water all winter long. And then as soon as we get to late winter, I start to pare them off and put them in some soil. And then I'm gonna place some in the ground, and then I have the mother plant in a pot in my front yard that I will be leaving there. So I'm gonna put this here. It's my first time growing it in the greenhouse, so I think that it should do well, but we shall see. I love to use it. I use it a lot in my cooking. I grew up using this a lot in my cooking. My grandmother used this a lot. So yeah, I'm just gonna place it over here so that it can grow and spread out and get really big, and I can use it in my cooking. So far, these are all the things that are growing in the greenhouse. We have my Carolina Reaper. This is the Cuban oregano. We have Black Beauty eggplants. And along here, all the way back, we have our jalapenos, along with the beans that we just planted. Here we still have our kales that are growing, and some of them are going to seed. Over here we have our yellow canary peppers that are growing, and our mushroom basket tomatoes. This is a volunteer tomato plant. My carrots along with my pepper plants that I grew in between. See my celery that I just planted. See how they're popping back up, coming back to life, looking good. My broccolis that's growing here. And these are my pepper plants. These are my cayenne peppers that are growing here, along with Chinese string eggplants, and some tarragon, and a last collard green.